Hello and welcome to this very strange video. So, yeah, the episode 43 and 44 of the Ottoman Origins campaign somehow lost their audio and had it spliced in from the Imperator game. So instead of just leaving the videos out there, I'm going to speed through these at like 250% speed and just talk over them, and maybe that's going to be good enough. Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, right now we're at war with Yemen. I believe it is the coalition war, though I don't really remember. And right here, fucking hunting accident, literally like 30 seconds into the video. I was very pissed off at this. I lost a 3-4-4 strict air, which is fantastic. I hate this event. It's so annoying. There's no way to get around it. It's just pure RNG, and you know. And why it's taking so long here is because I'm basically saying the accurate thing to say is sorrow overtakes me because I'm losing a really good air, but no one is ever going to take sorrow overtakes you because that's a stability loss, and the other one, nothing else different. It's just prestige. So I was just ranting about how it's both a bullshit event and it makes you feel crap because, well, they're basically preventing you from being sad about it. It's like, oh, you can't be sad. You just have to say, oh well. It's like, no, I am sad. I am very sad. So I got my dudes on the boats there as well, and I'm going to try and kill some people. Also, they're all moving on to Hormuz, so the plan there is also to try and trap as many as I can on Hormuz, stack wipe them, because there's more than I would like to fight. Let's put it that way. I'm not sure how many are going to be able to get to Hormuz, and also I believe we're going to see in a moment that I get desperately unlucky and he managed to siege. Yeah, he managed to siege the south end, so no stack wipe. He manages to run away. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Also killing some of these Vladimiri troops where and when we can. Get a new ruler, 225. He's not great. It could be better, and I'm looking for a decent name for him. I think I'm looking for Ibrahim because I was told that was a bad name. So yeah, our new ruler, or our new heir, sorry, is called Ibrahim, and he's probably going to have some trash traits because that's just my luck. Bringing the fleet around just to, you know, jump on people that are attacking me, that's all well and good. So not too unhappy with how things are going so far. The war is going well. It's just really quite irritating when you're trying to fight on so many different fronts at the exact same time. And my main aim was to close off as many fronts as possible. So I think for the next few episodes, not just this one, the goal is to take all of Arabia, so I no longer have to worry about being attacked from there. Maybe I can have like a single army dealing with this entire region instead of, you know, if I attack you in the east part of Arabia, then you'll just walk around to the west and it's cat and mouse, and I hate it and no one likes it. It's garbage. So yeah, trying to stack wipe as many of these guys in Persia as possible. It's not going too badly, but like I said, you can't be everywhere at once. I'm not going to play at speed 2 and keep pausing and looking around, finding where my guys are going to go. So quite often I end up finding that my armies are standing still, not doing anything useful, which is a shame, but it's again, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but it is what it is. We get pretty lucky and kill those guys before they arrive, but they move to Maragech instead of where we're standing, so we are going to end up not being able to get the defensive bonus on them. So, again, it is what it is. What can we say? I got another attack here over in Hormuz area, and also they're attacking me in Crimea. I don't believe I've got an army in the region to deal with it, but the stack wipe in Hormuz is nice. I'll take that for sure, and I believe we're looking for as little war score as possible, like just trying to get out of this war. I'm really kind of sick of the war at this point. I just want it to be over. Big battle coming up here against Shirvan and a bunch of dudes, and I'm going to try and find a decent general. The best I can find is that, what's it, 2-4. It's okay, I guess. It's not amazing, and it is in the plains, so we start doing relatively well. I also realize here at this point that I don't have the combat width anymore. I need to upgrade the size of my army. I recognize that at this point, but then forget to do anything about it for a couple of episodes. So, what can you do? What can you do indeed? So yeah, just checking out the coalition map mode. It's pretty hefty. It's pretty big. Not much I can do about it right now. Just trying to kill as many people as possible who are in the coalition. Yay. Yeah, so we've just got too many enemies. They're all around us. There's not really much of a ability to, end any of the threats. Bohemia is still ridiculously strong. There's no way that we're going to be, challenging him. Or is there? Keep watching and find out. But yeah, we're at 54 war score now against Yemen. The plan here is to take... I believe I was looking for a path around Arabia so that I didn't have to walk through the center. So I wanted, to link up my Ottoman Arabia with Mara. That was the plan. I'm not sure if it happens in this episode or the next. Honestly, I just cannot remember. So keep watching. You'll find out. Some rebels as well being really quite annoying. And we get this Age of the Chopralus. Which is an interesting event. I didn't much read it, but if you want to, you can, pause there. Getting through those influence ideas as well. As soon as I do that, then Syria and Bulgaria and Mara and Hejaz will all probably be integrated. Syria, I really like him, but I want to get rid of him purely because of, it makes pretty looking borders. I will say there is definitely an advantage to having vassals like these, being able to just not have to micro quite so much. The AI will go and siege little areas for me. A lovely little stack wipe there as well. Just get rid of as many of these armies as I possibly can. I believe Kakheti is dry lands, yeah, so we're not going to do massively well there. But, killing as many armies as possible. It'd be nice if that was some better terrain, but alas. Looking at the peace deal that I can make now, and here I'm looking for, trying to get myself a path through, and also getting Beiran, because that is part of my mission tree. The last part in the, kill Yemen mission. So that needs to be there. And I'm looking for ways to get myself, linked up with Mara. So... Mukalla, I don't believe I end up taking. I also would love to get rid of countries in general, so Shamar and Anisa would be great to get rid of. Don't yet manage to get the peace deal that I want, so I guess we're going to continue fighting for a little bit longer. There's a big army here, there's a lot of dudes around, so this battle started off really well, but soon enough it just became really painful, and I end up trying to get out of there. We got a peace offer from Was and Gali. They say yes, goodbye, go away. Just getting rid of as many as possible. Obviously, we can't peace out with the various punitive war states. So yeah, not much I can do about that. I'm just trying to, of course, get rid of as many sieges that Yemen has on me as possible. Because, of course, while this is technically a punitive war because all the people of the coalition are joining in, the war goal isn't show superiority, and people don't have that negative, I think, 30 desire to leave the war because of, punitive war reasons. It is a conquest CB, and so, we're easily able to, peace out when we need to. Or, I wouldn't say easily, but easier. Foolishly, they try to go and siege Yerevan, which is, it's a fort on a mountain, and I'm having none of that. I go and quite simply and easily take them out there, looking again at the peace, just trying to get as much as possible, or even not as much as possible, just taking the amount that I need. We're not very far away. We're literally a reason away from getting a peace deal that I'm happy with. It's not massive, it's not exactly what I want, but it does the trick. I take a little bit of money and we're at peace. We lost 313,000 men in that, all told. Although I did not look at that at the time. So in a moment we're going to end up opening a program, or no, is it a program? It's a website called Scanterbeg, and we're going to have a look through the various stats from Scanterbeg's point of view. Basically because, there we go, basically because I wanted to check who had the biggest war, and I show off Scanterbeg and the various things that it can do. It's pretty cool, pretty nice little tool. You import your save into Scanterbeg, it'll read you a bunch of statistics and stuff. You can see how big your war was. You can see all of the wars in the world as long as they're above 100,000 total casualties. Which at the start of the game, that's not very many wars, but towards the end, that's going to be quite a few of them. War of the Protestant League is still the biggest in our game, though the Conquest of Bishar, the one we've just fought in, is bigger. You can see as well how many casualties you did, what the biggest battles were, the amount of stack wipes you had. So I dealt 23 stack wipes in that war, and that's 350,000 deaths, which is impressive, I would say. The other stack wipes are from Syria and Bulgaria, killing 8,000 and 11,000 respectively, so I think that's pretty cool. I love this app. You can also see, how much ducats you've spent, total. You can see the breakdown of what you've spent those ducats on, how much you spent on forts, how much you spent on loans, how much you spent on state maintenance, etc., etc. It's a really cool tool that I do recommend you go and check out. You see the quality of your military. You can see who's got the biggest army, who's got the strongest army, who's got the most of a bunch of stuff. So I use that quite frequently, mostly in the multiplayer games, and I just thought I would share that with you as well because I think it's pretty fucking cool. I think this is like the end of the first broken episode. So soon enough, we'll see this split and we'll go into the next episode because I think this is me just saying goodbye. But we're not going to do that. We're going to put both of these videos in the same place, and there is the second intro thing. What do you think of my new intro things, by the way? I really like them. My wife made it for me, and because she's awesome like that. For those of you who don't know, maybe you're watching this and you're not like interested in the back end, or you don't know too much about the back end of the channel. All of the art that is on my channel is made by my wife because I am, I believe the medical term is artistically inept. So what I do is I give my wife some certain things that I want to put into a thumbnail, or to have as my artwork, or to have as my profile picture, some basic ideas and such, and she just makes magic happen with it, which is cool because then that makes my life easier. I don't think I'd have nearly as much success on YouTube if you call 17,000 subscribers success. I don't know, that's up to you. I wouldn't have nearly as much if it wasn't for her. I think there's a lot of things that other YouTubers do really well and much better than I do. I would say edited content is one of my weaknesses, but I would argue that of all the Paradox YouTubers, I am the one that has the best thumbnails. And if you disagree, you like someone else's thumbnails more, that's fine. I disagree with you. I think I've got the best ones. So thank you, wife. You are amazing and I love you. Anyway, back to the video and more talking about this. I'm looking at ways that I can attack the Two Sicilies, where I can attack Hungary, try and expand into the claims that I got from my mission. And I'm looking there, Bosnia, attack them. That gets us to war with Fezzan. Also, Two Sicilies, I want to go to war with him because he's got Durazzo and Corfu, so I start making the claim on there. Start making a claim on Dawasir, start making a claim, I think, on Hisan Kefo, unless I've already got one. Or maybe I'm just looking at his allies and seeing where the best place to attack would be for that. But the plan for this episode was to, finish off the Italian interference in the Balkans. That is, I'm not happy with that, so get rid of that. Taking the island off the coast of Tripoli as well, which Two Sicilies owns. Spending some of that money on a bunch of stuff would be nice as well. Sorting out trade company investments, putting things into trade companies that should be, that kind of thing. You can spend an awful lot of money working on trade companies, and it is totally worth it. You can be purely loaded. But my issue right now is my low level of manpower, only 35,000. It's not enough to even, if I got one army stack wiped, it's not even enough to fully repair that. So ideally, what I would do in this situation is chill for a bit, not go to war, just build up my stockpile of manpower, deal with my rebel situation. The Bitlisi separatists there are at 90%, so that's not great. That would be what I would ideally do in an ideal world where I don't have to record for YouTube, and it doesn't matter that I don't have a goal that I'm working towards. I can make every video, or I'm not recording at all, and it doesn't matter if every video is interesting and full of warfare and stuff. So that would be the ideal situation. However, what I end up doing is being impulsive and going to war, because I kind of have to at some points. Getting rid of some of these state edicts as well, because I've got some on that shouldn't be. Turn them off when I need to, because, who needs to have extra missionary strength when you have already got 100% religious unity in that state? It makes no sense, so I need to do that. We're still at 100% professionalism, which is great because, if I'm in a pinch, manpower wise, then we can grab that relatively easily, not a problem at all. Looking at Hormuz, we've got no truce with them, although they are in a coalition, of course. And we're going to see where we can attack to, fix the pieces of our nation that need to be fixed. Looking at our missions as well to see where we need to go. Transylvania from Hungary, but Bohemia also has a piece of that. It wants me to go through Fez and take the island there as well. So there's a lot of places that my mission tree, which is, I would say, relatively well done as far as mission trees go. It's not the worst one, it's certainly not the best. I would give that honestly to the Mughal tree. It's passable, but obviously you can see there that we're getting our armies ready to go after Fez, or we've got them on the border with Fez, though we're not going to be attacking Fez, I don't think. I think they're there ready to get onto the boats to land on, I think it's called Djerba, the little island that's off the coast there, that Two Sicilies owns. That's the plan, at least. Whether we can do that, because, the Two Sicilies do have a relatively impressive fleet. Obviously, looking at the amount of rebels as well, we've got a few that are on 90%. We need to take care of those. Getting our armies moving into the right position, and it does actually look like we're attacking Bosnia directly. So yeah, that I guess I was wrong. This is not the Two Sicilies War. This is the Fezani War. Like I said, I recorded these videos probably about a week ago at this point, so I'm seeing it for, my memory is seeing it for the first time, because I've forgotten. Yeah, we're basically looking at this fresh. Again, I know relatively or roughly what I end up doing, but not 100%. So yeah, the plan is to attack Bosnia, who's not joined any kind of coalition, and use them to get to war with Fez, potentially get my mission targets complete there. There's not a whole lot that I want from Fez. It's just those 3 coastal provinces. So I think we do manage to do that in this war. Like I say, it's not the most impressive or worrying war in the world. It shouldn't take too long to get it complete. It shouldn't take too long to snuff out any bit of resistance there. Although I do believe I just lost a fleet battle, which is rude. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I won it. Oh well. But yeah, we're at 100%, so we take Tripoli. Yeah. I wanted to take the entire coastline, but Tripoli on its own is worth a crap ton of war score, so I just end up taking Tripoli. Armies moved to Tripoli, which is now called Taras Garp or something strange like that. Yeah, we're going to peace out, of course, with Bosnia as well. I don't want to take him out. He's quite useful to get to war with Fez, because Fez keeps joining the bloody coalition, the bastard. But yeah, that's that war over. It didn't cost me too much in terms of manpower. I did probably take quite a bit of pain when it comes to my attrition. But yeah, it's really quite difficult to solve that sometimes. So we'll see. But yeah, moving on. I think the next goal is to go after Two Sicilies. They're allied with Hungary and Pisa, neither of which scare me too terribly much. But I believe I end up going in a different direction and attacking maybe... yeah, because Bohemia scared me. But Hungary is Protestant. So I go after Hungary instead with a show superiority war. Two Sicilies, I make a co-belligerent, thinking maybe we're not going to see Bohemia jump in as a co-belligerent. I was correct on that. And I go and I try to take Jerba. However, my fleet gets ambushed by the Sicilian fleet and I lose 6 ships, which is not exactly what I was hoping for. Not exactly the best thing to happen to me. But I end up, surviving. The army got where they needed to be. We're on Corfu, we're on Jerba. We're not going to suffer there anymore. And that's it. End of episode.